Jeff, great to finally sit down and have a chat with you. We've not been able to do it so far, but we are here at last. So you've been in Scotland now 2 or 3 weeks. What's been your first impression of our fair country so far?
Yeah, I mean, first, obviously, thanks for having me on here. But I mean, when it comes to Scotland and being here, this is it's an awesome experience so far. I mean, it seems like there's tons to do, tons to see. The hockey's going pretty well too. It's cool. It's a completely different experience than what I'm used to. So I'm excited for the next couple months too. Still got a lot of time left. So.
And how much do you see this as an opportunity, given that you've come into the season so late? You and Nicholas have both done it. You and Nicholas Tikkanen. How are you finding that so far?
Yeah, I mean, so far so good. I think when I got here, we had I think 18 games left. It's easy with that many games to really get up for every game, and be ready to compete. In the ECHL where I came from, there's a lot more games. The schedule can be tougher, just with the amount of games that they play. But no, I think coming here, it's been really good so far. And I mean, now we got 13 games left, and I mean, we're doing what we want to do. So we got to keep winning, and we'll make playoffs, and then take it from there.
So let's go all the way back to the beginning then, Jeff. Tell us how your hockey journey started, and when was the moment that you discovered it was what you wanted to do with your life?
Yeah, I started playing in Florida when I was 4 years old. I started playing roller hockey, actually. And then I think I played that for about a year. Started playing ice hockey around 5. And then, I did the whole I played in Florida till I was 18. And then I did the whole junior hockey route. So I played in Texas, Pennsylvania, Alaska, Canada, a bunch of different spots. And that was from about 18 to 20. And then I went to Merrimack College in just north of Boston for 2 years. And then I transferred to Oswego State, which is in upstate New York, about 30 minutes north of Syracuse, and went there 2 years. And then COVID hit my senior year, so I didn't play any games for about a year and a half. And then, when I graduated school, I was like trying to decide what I want to do. And I was like, yeah, screw it. I'll try to, keep playing. And so I took that summer after I graduated, and trained all summer, and ended up making a team in the ECHL the following year. And yeah, from there, I mean, it's just, it's been great. So now I'm on my second year playing pro, and it's been awesome. I mean, I've made great relationships with a lot of people, and it's just an awesome experience. So excited for what the future holds.
Going back to the very beginning, who was your NHL team? Who were the players you looked up to? And apart from your parents, of course, who were the biggest influences on those early days?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I never really even watched much hockey, believe it or not. But if I had to pick one guy that I really liked, I'd say Zdeno Chara. He was around when I was little still, and coming from I'm a Bruins fan, so I kind of grew up watching them a little bit. And yeah, I'd say he was an influence for me.
Of course, you sort of went through your career up to date so far. I want to ask about NCAA hockey. I'm curious about the standard of that. And of course, when you get to the end of the road there and it becomes do you take the next step on to pro hockey? But we'll talk about NCAA. Tell us about the standard. How much does it really get you ready for a pro career?
Yeah, I mean, college hockey is different than professional for sure. It's just a different style of play. College hockey is more, I guess you could say, run and gun. You don't have much time to make plays out there. Everything happens really quick. Professional Obviously, it's you got older guys. It's in one sense it's easier to play pro, and in another sense it's harder to play pro because you have the older guys, you have guys with a lot of experience, strong people that you're playing against. College is more so kids.
And then you get to that spot in your life where do you keep it going? Do you keep it going and develop it into a pro career? I know there's guys who reach that age and maybe decide it's maybe not for them. They'll get a job and stay at home type thing. How much of a decision is that? And I'm bearing in mind you were obviously keen to keep it going, but it is a big decision, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's a massive decision. I mean you're deciding what to do with that next step in life. I've tons of friends who played in college and then they graduated and they said nope, that's it for me, and they're working now. I also have tons of friends that are still playing. So I mean it's a huge step, and everyone's different when it comes to what you want to do with that next step in life. I figured for myself it'd be a cool experience to say I did it, and because the jobs will be there. So when I'm ready, I'll go get a job. But for now, I'm enjoying this.
You spoke to me last week. We did a quick piece on the website last week, building up to the weekend. One of the things you said to me was about the rinks being bigger in this country compared to what you were used to in the ECHL. How much of an adjustment was that for you as you settled in here?
Yeah, it's actually probably one of the biggest adjustments that I'm trying to make. I'm still trying to adjust. The size of the ice is, it completely changes how you play the game. So there's certain things that I could do in the ECHL on that ice where I can't necessarily do on the ice here. But vice versa, there's things I can do here that I can't do in the ECHL. So it's tough, but I think the more I practice and the more I play, I'm getting the hang of it. So.
I want to ask about your game as well. When we put out the PR to announce that yourself and Nicholas was joining the team, it was put that Nicholas was a two-way D-man. He could get himself forward, gets among the points with some goals and assists. But I've noticed, Jeff, in the few games we've seen you so far, you're quite adept at coming forward as well and taking a chance from the blue line as well. But you were down as a stay-at-home D-man. How would you define yourself?
Yeah, I so in juniors, this was when I was 18 to 20 years old. I was actually more of an offensive defenseman, and then that role kind of changed in college. I didn't have much playing time in college, so my confidence got shot down, and so I'm trying to adjust back to getting that confidence back, and pulling some more offensive abilities out that I had in the past. But I'd say I'm at this point in time, I'm more of a shutdown defenseman. I'm very good with playing the body and everything like that. So, like I said, trying to bring the offensive awareness back out a little bit. But I'll do whatever the team needs me to do. So.
Right. Sometimes this next question can be a bit hit or miss. Now, I'm curious to know, I'm hoping there's a story. You wear the number 21 for the Clan right now. Is there a significant reason why you wear number 21? Is there a story behind it?
I wish I could give you some interesting story, but I don't know. I just like the number 21. I did wear the number 60 when I was little, 60, and that was that's also an interesting number, and I think I just liked the way it looked. And I think, and when I went, I can't remember where 21 started. I think it was in juniors, my first year in Florida, actually. I just always liked the number 21. So sorry, there's no interesting story there.
I did warn that question is a bit hit and miss sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
So I'm also curious to know, when you're on the road, when you're going to away rinks, when you're obviously getting ready to play away from home, what is it you like to do when you're on the bus? What keeps your mind occupied? How do you even relax if you can do such a thing?
Yeah, I mean, every guy's different when it comes to on the bus, and it kind of depends on the length of the trips as well. But for myself, I mean, I can't really nap on the bus. It's too tough. So I usually, I'll bring my laptop, and I'll hook up my laptop to my phone for the hotspot, and I'll just watch some, a movie or a show or something like that. Listen to music, and I mean that makes the time go pretty quick.
Yeah.
So, well, I've got you. Obviously, we're looking ahead to the Fife game on Saturday. It'll be your first experience of a big rivalry game, and the games with Fife, I'm sure you've already been briefed. It's quite something, especially with what's on the line this weekend. How much are you looking forward to experiencing that firsthand, and what's going to be a very busy night as the way ticket sales are going right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's every game at this point is huge. So I look at every game the same. Win or lose, I mean, it's a winner. It's a must-win situation. Sorry. I mean, it's gonna be a fun one. It'll be my first one against Fife. So see how it goes.
There's a bit of momentum behind the team as well, barring a couple of defeats along the way. But that victory in Nottingham on Sunday seems to set things up really nicely as well.
Oh yeah, that was a massive win. Like I said, every game at this point is huge. We're right in that 8th spot right there for playoffs, and we have to win every game from this point. Obviously that's not a super realistic thing. I mean, we could go on a 13-game run, but no, every game we have to treat it like it's playoffs. So it's the one on Sunday was massive, and it was a fun one to be a part of.
So before we finish, Jeff, I wanted to find out something interesting about you and asked you to put your head to work to see if you can come up with anything that we don't know about you. So what have you got?
Yeah, so I'll give you 2 things about me. I've been to 48 of the states in the United States. And then I also drove from Alaska to Iowa when I was 19 by myself. So
right.
Pretty interesting.
There's other questions to that. Okay. Which 2 states have you not been in, and why did you drive from Alaska to Iowa as a 19-year-old by yourself?
Yeah, I think the 2 states are Idaho and Hawaii. Obviously, Hawaii's going to be a tough one to get to.
Can't drive that one.
Yeah, can't drive that. And so the reason behind the Alaska to Iowa trip, I was playing juniors in Alaska, and I ended up getting traded to a team in Iowa. So a few weeks prior, my parents had actually driven the car from Florida to Alaska, and then I get traded, and I'm like, I'm caught in a tear. I didn't know what to do, whether to ship the car or drive it, and I just said, screw it, I'm gonna drive it. And crazy experience. So all at 19 too.
And how long did that take you? Can you remember?
Yeah, it was about 5 days. I drove about 10 hours a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you got there in one piece. That's the main thing.
In one piece. I got a lot of pictures on my phone that are pretty cool to look at here from time. So.
Well, Jeff, good to meet you. Good to get to know you a little bit as well. And
sure.
Thank you for your time. And we'll see you on Saturday.
Sounds good. I'm excited.